Am I really that much to handle? Breaking these niggas down like a camera. You don't really know you are.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Brittany, and I'm back with another video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, all that. And I missed BBO last week, so we're just gonna combine episode 6 and 7. So yeah, we gonna start with episode 6 first. So yeah, let's get into it. So episode 6 starts with Tori trying to, pop stuff, trying to pop on people, looking for a fight basically. And no lie, I'm glad that nobody is giving Tori the attention that she desperately wants. Like, even though these girls are probably scared of Tori, they're probably scared to fight Tori, like, I'm glad nobody's giving her that attention, because it's just like, girl, how are you not seeing that you're fishing for fights? Maybe we're seeing something that they're not showing. Like, maybe these girls are going around conspiring against her or whatnot, but it's just like, it really seemed like nobody has like an exact issue with her, but it seems like she has issues with or she wants somebody to have an issue with her so she can fight them. And it's just like, it's low-key giving the weird that you say everybody else is, babe. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. And then we had the Sav and Jordan fight, and it's just like, their fight was really nothing. Like, first of all, I'm confused on why Jordan is confused that Sav wants to fight her, even though they went back and forth on the plane. And then I'm also confused on why Sav thinks that she actually did something to Jordan during this fight. Like, Sav is not someone who's like one of those Now That's TV heavy hitters. So it's just like, she's sitting here talking about, oh, I was on that, I did that to them. And it's just like, you really didn't. But if you think you did, then all right, girl. So in the morning, they go to some Now That's TV casting call, but before they go, we find out that Nia Lee, her stuff was stolen. It was like a watch, some passports, and all that stuff was kind of like sentimental for her, because that stuff was passed down to somebody who is no longer there. And she seems real upset about it, as she should be. And Blue Jasmine is upset because she says some stuff was stolen from her as well. They said they're not really accusing anyone in the house. They feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, they think it was like the driver or something like that. But moral of the story, Nia Lee's stuff is gone, and she's real upset about it, her and Blue Jasmine. So as Nia Lee is upset, she's getting support from the girls, like, oh girl, we're sorry, we're gonna help find you, find your stuff, and woo. Big Lex comes out of nowhere, and she's just like, okay, it's fine that y'all supporting Nia Lee, but y'all need to give Tori that same type of emotional support that y'all are giving Nia Lee. And y'all, no lie, I gotta be honest here, it low-key gave dick riding, because it's just like, this situation had nothing to do with Tori and all that. This situation had everything to do with who was stealing what. Nia Lee, it's like the support was going towards the person it was supposed to go towards. Like, this had nothing to do with Tori. So Big Lex even coming out saying, y'all need to be giving Tori that support. It's just like, what does she need support with? Because the only thing the girl been looking for is a fight. So it's like, oh, are we supposed to be supporting her looking for a fight by us doing something? And it's like, I don't get it. Then Tori starts crying out of nowhere because she says she don't feel loved in the house. But it's just like, I'm low-key kind of confused with what's going on, because the last time I checked, people were showing love to Tori in the house. I can see, like I said, maybe it's stuff that we not seeing. Okay, maybe it's stuff that we not seeing. Maybe it's girls that's going behind Tori back, showing her love to her face, but actually talking crap behind her back. So apparently Maya and Gorgeous Doll had a plan to jump Tori, but Maya said that only applied to one of them having each other's back, one or the other getting jumped or losing a fight or woo. Mind you, Tori had stole off on Gorgeous Doll the day before. So apparently, if that's the case, Maya was supposed to jump Tori to help Gorgeous Doll, is what I'm getting. And it's just like, what? But they kind of didn't get into it as much because it was time for them to go to the casting call, and Big Lex was like, we gonna put a pin in this and talk about it later. So they get ready to go. But as they get ready to go, a new girl comes in by the name of, what's her name? Dream. Yeah, wait, what's her name? Yeah, J Dream, Dream. Well, whatever. We just gonna call her Dream. And yeah, Big Lex wasn't too fond of her. She said, "Oh, this what we were waiting for." But me, I thought Dream, I thought she was very pretty and she was cute. She came in with positive energy, so I was just like, okay, you know, a new girl, yay. So then we go to the casting call, but we really didn't see too much of the casting call. Like, we saw people outside and showing them love, but that's literally all we saw. So for them to be like, oh, we going to a casting call, it's like we really didn't see any of the casting calls. So it's just like, yeah. Then after the casting call, they go on like a little boat ride, and on the boat ride, LaRue and Mommy G talk their issues out by LaRue showing Mommy G why she was offended for Mommy G putting her hand in her face by her putting her hand in Mommy G's face, and Mommy G rightfully so gets offended. But honestly, when it comes to that whole situation, I really do feel like Mommy G was pretty drunk. She didn't mean any harm by it, but at the same time, she did put her hand in old girl's face, and that's like fighting connotations. So it's just like, yeah, but it seemed like they squashed their issue, they talk it out, and it's like, okay, cool, no issues on the boat. Wrong. Later on, J Dream goes to Big Lex and she's just like, hey, you know, do you have an issue with me? Because we have a mutual friend that said that you wanted to fight me. And Big Lex was like, I don't even know you two have an issue with you to want to fight you. Like, who's telling you that? And she said the mutual friend is Lucky from Jocelyn's Cabaret, which is Big Lex's friend. So Big Lex calls Lucky. It was just like, yo, did you tell this girl J Dream that I had beef with her? And Lucky's basically saying no. But then J Dream comes out, was just like, oh, well, this was like 3 or 4 years ago. So you bring up a so-called beef with me from 3-4 years ago. Like, why didn't you bring up that beef or this issue when that happened? Why are you bringing this up 3-4 years later with a camera in our face? Like, it's definitely giving like, oh shit, this is the only thing I can think of to get a storyline. Like, let me ask Big Lex if she want to fight me from something that happened 3 or 4 years ago. Even though she hasn't been giving me any type of weird energy or vibes, I just want to see, like, want to check the pressure, because this is something that happened 3 or 4 years ago. And it's just like, yeah, it was definitely giving you want to start something for a storyline. Like, because I was kind of confused. I was like, Big Lex, like, what the fuck are you talking about? So when when Big Lex and J Dream go and talk about it, Big Lex basically asked her like, yo, why didn't you bring this up 3-4 years ago? And Dream was just like, well, I just want to make sure everything is okay with us and woo. But it's just like, no, for real, why didn't you bring this up 3-4 years ago? Like, if you were worried about you being cool with me or not, or it being static between us, you would have brought this to me the minute that happened. And Dream was just like, I don't need to look for a storyline and woo. But it's just like, babe, it's looking like you're here for the, like, that's what you want your storyline to be. But Big Lex, she low-key dismisses it. She just like, yo, I'll fly Lucky here out right now and I'll do this and I'll do that. So it's just like, it's literally Dream's word versus whoever's word. And it's just like, Big Lex just low-key lets it go. She talking about that just blew her whole mood. So, y'all know earlier I was talking about, they were talking about this whole Maya and Gorgeous Doll trying to jump Tori thing. So on their way back from the boat ride, that's what they talk about. And apparently Gorgeous Doll was telling her friend Maya that she need to turn up, she need a storyline and woo. So I'm guessing that they agreed to have one another's back. And if one person fight, they both fight. And just so happened a person that fought Gorgeous Doll was Tori, and that just meant Maya was supposed to go in and jump Tori, but Maya sitting here talking about she was trying to break up the fight. She wasn't trying to jump in to jump Tori. And on the other perspective, Tori's just like, bro, we got like 50 million security guards around us. Like, we did not need you to break up the fight. But Maya sitting here, she talked about she wasn't trying to break up the fight. Gorgeous Doll sit here talk about, well, that's what we agreed to. Tori sit here talk about, now y'all both fake. So y'all, the argument was literally confusing me, because it's just like, did y'all say y'all was gonna jump the girl and have each other's backs or not? Because y'all confusing me, because Maya is telling Tori one thing, Gorgeous Doll is telling Tori one thing, but apparently Tori done heard both sides of the story. So now Tori is confused, essentially meaning we confused, because it's just like, yo, what is the truth? What is the truth? And it's just like, for this girl Maya, it's just like, girl, I like Gorgeous Doll sit here talking about you need a storyline, and I guess this about to be your storyline, babe. I hate that your storyline is about to be like if you lying or not. I would have rather your storyline be something else, but now your storyline kind of looking like you a liar, and it's kind of just like, now I really don't like you. But Tori said now she coming for both of them, and no lie, both of them look kind of shook. I don't know what their motive was, but no lie, both of them look kind of shook. And now Blue Jasmine is getting kind of irritated with Gorgeous Doll, because she sit here and she just like, all Gorgeous Doll do is instigate, and she wants to know everybody's information, and that's 100% true. Gorgeous Doll wants to make it seem like she's the person that's trying to mediate and wants to know everybody's business so she can mediate, so she can bring everyone together, because she's a girl's girl and she just wants to see all the girls get along. But it's just like, girl, you just want to know everybody tea just so you can know everybody tea. Like, just keep it a bean. Like, Gorgeous Doll just the type of girl where she just want to know everybody's information, and when she needs to, she can put it out. Like, this is the same girl that do story times on TikTok every day somebody piss her off, and it's just like, yeah, like so her and Blue Jasmine kind of go at it, and y'all know Blue Jasmine is honestly my favorite of the season. So Gorgeous Doll, keep it cute, because Blue Jasmine's my girl. So yeah, they kind of go back and forth, and Blue Jasmine is like low-key kind of telling her off, but Gorgeous Doll, she's on the side where she thinks Blue Jasmine is going off on her because she's Maya's new roommate. And could that be true? I don't know. I didn't even know that they were roommates, but at the same time, I agree with Blue Jasmine, but you just talk too much. And so that's low-key where we ended. Blue Jasmine and Gorgeous Doll kind of going back and forth. So yeah, now let's get into episode 7. So we pick up with the Blue Jasmine and Gorgeous Doll thing, and y'all, I was crying with Gorgeous Doll sitting here talking about she started to square up, but she realized that if her face fall between these seats that she gonna lose, and it's just like that was smart, girl. That was smart. See, pick your battles wisely. So then it seemed like the Blue Jasmine thing is over, and we go to Gorgeous Doll again, and apparently Gorgeous Doll has a storyline on TikTok talking about she put money on Now That's TV's CEO's wife's head. What? But Gorgeous Doll denies it. She said she put money on a girl's head, but it just wasn't the CEO's wife. And it's just like, girl, what? Who money you put? Like, what? Like, stay away from this girl. She messy, and not only is she messy, and she got other people fighting her battles. It's people like that you gotta watch out for. So it's just like, yeah, kick her off the show. Kick her off the network. So when they get home, some man comes, and it's Nia Lee's brother, and Big Lex talking about she not feeling it. But apparently Blue Jasmine called Nia Lee's brother because of, Nia Lee was in bad spirits because of her stuff being, stolen. And it's like Nia Lee's brother comes bearing gifts for her, and it's just like, for some reason Tori feels some type of way. She was probably playing, she's talking about, well, he just bought gifts for one person, but it's just like, girl, he wasn't gonna bring gifts for nobody else, because who the fuck are y'all? Then out of nowhere, Chicken Noodle Soup Bianca comes out of nowhere, and it kind of catches me off guard, because it's just like, but I was just like, okay, I guess. Then we pan to Gorgeous Doll, and apparently she's making a big fit. She's in the back crying because she's just like, I'm not about to be seen fighting on TV. Like, I'm a stripper now, but I want to be a lawyer. And as a lawyer, I want to uplift people. I want to help people. I cannot be seen fighting on TV. Like, but it's just like, okay, cool. You don't want to be seen fighting on TV, and girl, that's great. But don't say you don't want to be seen fighting on TV and you doing shit that's going to put you in positions to make you be fighting on TV. If, like, girl, you could have came in here bearing gifts, giving out hugs to people every day and patting their head. hey girl, what's wrong with you? What can I do to help you to make sure your day is better? But girl, instead you asking for everybody else's tea, asking everybody why they fought with who and where, what, why, and who need a storyline and who don't need a storyline. Like that's not the road you want to go down if you don't want to fight on TV. That's the road you go down when you want your ass beat on TV, babe. So what are you talking about? But Gorgeous Doll is just like, you know what? I'm not gonna quit. I gotta be strong for the girls. And it's just like, no lie. Like, I love how Delulu Gorgeous Doll is. And let me not say this because I don't know who does and who does not look up to her. But I love the fact that in her mind, it's just like she has a lot of people that look up to her and are rooting for her to not go home. And it's just like, I love that for her. Even if it is true, it's like, I love that for her. No lie, it low-key sounds like delusion because I never in life met someone and they say that they mentor or they look up to Gorgeous Doll. But that's just me. That's just me. I could be wrong. And then next, the girls do a toy drive. And y'all, the next few scenes were honestly very touching. They were very cute. And it's something that I really enjoyed seeing on the show. Like, I'm honestly glad that this show isn't 100% fighting, but I'm glad that they had these moments in the show because, you know, they did the toy drive, and after the toy drive, a lot of the girls kind of, you know, separated, and they talked about, you know, being in foster care, being teen moms, and what they want to do with their lives. They went to a wishing well, and we actually heard people vocalize what they wanted to do with their lives. And it's just like, you looking at these girls, you wouldn't think that they grew up in foster care. You wouldn't think that they did this, that, and that they had to struggle to be where they are now, because all we see is them getting 100K likes on Instagram, them getting Chanel bags, them talking about they having sex with dudes for money. So it's just like seeing them in a different light and them opening up. It's like, that's honestly the kind of narrative that they should kind of push more on their social media. It's not saying every day they gotta be depressing, okay? But it's like, these are the type of stuff that they should low-key push a little bit more, because the show and the network in itself is already so negative. So it's like, yeah, it was cool seeing them, you know, in a different way. And it's like, I like that. Then we get back home and they have a slumber party. And at the slumber party, Nia Lee low-key checks Jay Dream about, you know, her picking a storyline with Big Lex. But it was low-key nothing. It's like that conversation went and it was just kind of like, okay, bye. Then Nicole comes along and she talks about how she struggles with mental health and nobody knows. And she's going on and she's crying about that. She's getting comfort. And then Mommy G comes out of nowhere and she's just like she has the same issue. And when she says she has the same issue, a few people laugh at it. And one of those people are LaRue. And no lie, was it funny? No. I really do feel like mental health is not something people should joke about. But my thing with the whole LaRue thing and her laughing, it's just like, girl, a few scenes ago, you were sitting here having a touching moment with Big Lex and all them talking about your struggles in your past too. So it's just like, no lie, let Nicole and Mommy G have their moment. Was it depressing? Yes. This is something that you want to talk about at a sleepover? Not really, but LaRue, no lie, I chuckled at this. LaRue talking about, are we sending bitches to the asylum or is this bad bitches only? No lie, I giggled at that. At the same time, I do feel like, you know, the conversations would have shifted eventually. Like, just let the girl have their moment. So, but yeah, Mommy G, she gets hella offended because she just like, yo, this is not funny. Like, we sitting here opening up to y'all and you sitting here laughing at it. But LaRue, she automatically gets up. Because like she said, is this the asylum or BBOs? And it just made me think, like, I thought y'all squashed y'all beef. Why are you squaring up on this girl because she said that she had mental health issues? Like, it just gave that LaRue was just looking for a fight. She like, all right, I got out my depressing shit for the day. Like, I'm ready to go. So after that, Mommy G and LaRue go back and forth. And throughout their whole argument, Mommy G calls LaRue a roach. And when she calls LaRue a roach, Big Lex gets upset. And she just like, hold up. Like, don't, like, you taking it too far. Don't call no black woman a roach. And I feel like she told Mommy G that, you know, she was like, she was low-key looking out for her. Because regardless if Mommy G meant it like that or not, y'all know not stan culture, cancel culture is strong. Okay, so it's like, regardless if you meant it like that or not, Big Lex had a point. Don't say anything on these freaking cameras that you feel like you gonna have to explain to an audience that, oh my gosh, it's not really like that. Because the audience, they not gonna care. They gonna get on Twitter, they gonna be like, hashtag Mommy G racist, blah blah. She's going to have to defend herself how it wasn't like that and why she said it, and people just not gonna care. But LaRue, I don't even think LaRue gave a fuck about the fact that she was called the bro. She just wanted to fight. And that's exactly what happened, because she wasn't even defending the whole comment. Big Lex was. LaRue just got it up and she was just like, yeah, okay. Woo, do you want to apologize or do you want to fight? Because regardless if she called her a cockroach or not, she was ready to fight regardless. So, LaRue didn't give a fuck. So it's just like, they get up, they fight, and yo, why was Mommy G fighting in slow motion? It's like when Mommy G was fighting, she was just like, and I was like, damn girl, swing. But no lie, LaRue got her little punchies in. Did she beat her ass? No, but she got her little 1-2 in. But it's just like, no lie, I feel like this whole fight was kind of unnecessary. LaRue was fishing for something, because why you fight the girl? Why you mad at her? Because she said she had mental health issues. And that's the reason why she probably do and why she's so paranoid, because she say something and bitches wouldn't get up and fight. It's just like, damn. So after that, Mommy G leaves and LaRue goes to her next victim, which is Maya. And she calls Maya out on being messy. And it's just like, the funny thing is, Maya was looking for a storyline, and that storyline she got. And it seemed like within that storyline, the storyline she wanted it to be her versus somebody else. But girl, now it's somebody else versus you, if y'all know what I mean. So it's just like, girl, you should have just stayed the background character. Like, I'm not gonna lie. So, y'all, they argue about this whole Tory and jumping alliance thing again. And no lie, I'm kind of over this whole topic, just due to the fact that Gorgeous Doll's not gonna do anything. This Maya girl's not gonna do anything, and they're not gonna do anything together. So it's just like, we sit here arguing about who said what, but y'all not gonna do anything to the person that y'all claim y'all was going to jump. Like, y'all not gonna do anything to Tory. If anything, Tory gonna swing on y'all, but even if Tory swing on one of them, the other one's not gonna jump in. So it's just like, this whole them trying to do what to Tory thing is like, no lie, I'm over it. And then Sav is getting kind of hyped during it. She's just like, I mean, what's gonna happen? Like, and it's just like, I'm confused on why Sav is getting hyped and has an input into this, because it's just like, girl, are you going to defend Tory if Tory is getting jumped? So it's just like, you getting hyped and you got your sneakers on. It's like, girl, you have no beef in the house. It's like, none of this beef that's going on within the house has nothing to do with you. You already said you were gonna apologize to them for the whole jet thing, and it's like, after you do that, it's like, nobody's gonna fight you. Well, somebody could fight you for apologizing, but it seems like we over the whole jet thing. Like, we already flew Frontier. It's like, so it's just like, no lie. It's like, I like Sav, but in this show, it's kind of giving like she inserting herself into too much just so she can prove that she on that for real. And it's just like, girl, if somebody on that with you, you can do it. But you inserting yourself, you look stupid inserting yourself with a business that has nothing to do with you. This has something to do with Tory and shit. Because Maya and Gorgeous Doll don't even know what they got going on to even argue with this. So you sitting here trying to insert yourself in an argument. It's like, now all four of y'all sound and look stupid. Cause yeah, like, Sav, shut up, sit down. Then Mulan comes out of nowhere and she checks Jod's Dream for starting with Big Lex on the boat, basically saying that it was extra. And Dream, she's not really saying anything about it, but she did ask her if she wanted to fight. And Mulan Mulan didn't want to fight. She wanted to go back and forth on it, and she wanted to tell the girl how much she doesn't like her, but she didn't want to fight the girl about it. And Dream is just like, she's not a talky person. Like, she's about action. And so when Mulan doesn't want to fight, The Root comes out of nowhere and she calls Mulan scary. She's just like, you doing all this, but you don't want to fight. Like, you lame. Like, you kind of scary. Because what was your intentions of telling the girl that you don't like her if you're not going to do nothing? And Mulan says she only stand up and she feels like she has to. But it's just like another girl asking you if you want to fight her. That's not enough for you to stand up and want to fight. Because that at least would have been enough for me. Because it's just like, if I check you about something and you ask me, do I want to fight? Okay, then now at this point, we got to fight. Because I'm the one that checked you. If Mulan would have got checked, then I'll be like, girl, you really had to stand up. But girl, nah, you had no choice but to stand up if somebody that you checked asked low-key for a fade. So it's just like, Mulan, it's just giving, but no. And it's just like, girl, again, like Sav, sit down. Then the episode ends with Tori checking Mulan. She says she like Mulan, but she feel like when the show come out, she's going to hear that Mulan's been doing some fake stuff to her. And honestly, as I can remember, I don't recall Mulan saying anything bad about Tori. I could be wrong though, but she said on the jet she feel like Tori should have been on here, and she hasn't really said anything bad about Tori yet, but I could be wrong. I'm gonna have to go back and see, but it seemed like they gonna fight anyway, so it's just like, yeah, it low-key don't matter, but seem like that's gonna happen next week. So when y'all see it, I'ma see it, and I'm gonna be back here talking about how Tori whooped Mulan ass. Can't wait to see it. So until the meantime, just make sure that y'all like, comment, subscribe, and share all that.